and gentlemen, we are the Millie Goats. I am AK, your co-host. Along with me, Tex. Along with me, J.U.Y. Episode 213. Yes, I have changed the sign for the first time in a few episodes. I'm back. It is February 26, 2025. It is National Pistachio Day, boys. Let's go nuts. Big show.
I just feel like I ran out of the tunnel still getting dressed.
Let's go. I know. Wednesday nights are crazy.
Had to update the board, though.
What's it say? Sam Martin, Cognizant Pro-Am champ. Yes. That's very. Please tell the people what happened.
Our boy, Smoney, Sam Martin, shout out him, comes to us for some reason. God knows why. For some reason, comes to us for outfit advice. Out of all his friends, we are probably the worst dressed people that he knows.
False. Gave him absolutely critical answers.
So we dialed him in, and he went out there with Mr. Trubisky, Caleb Presley, and Joel Damon, and won the Pro-Am Classic at the Cognizant Classic today. Shout out Smoney. Give credit where credit's due. He did all the work.
Spun.
We dressed him.
I sent him the link, so he might pop on. I have no idea.
As AK said, look good, feel good, play good. He was texting us there. He birdied 10, par 11, birdied 16, birdied 18, all by himself. Who needs Joel Damon? I think he was trying to qualify for the tournament.
Not only that, we were trying to. He's like, we were discussing other things beforehand, and we were coaching him up. Like you were coaching him up for sure because you know a lot of these players. We were hoping to get them. We were hoping to get the collaboration of the century between him and one of our guys, Novak or Hubbs or Lauer, somebody like that. Oh, that'd have been spectacular. But yeah, shout out Spunny Spun. He may come on the show. But boys, Tex, how are you? What have you been up to? We got a surprise from you that you've graced.
Just working on speed and agility with my kids. Upcoming football season, we're doing in the garage speed ladders, box jumps, and resistance runs with a band, and just getting ready for the combine. It's coming up this week. So getting my kids ready for upcoming flag football season, and getting myself ready for the combine. I still got it.
In the words of 2 Chainz, bands will make her dance.
That's right. You know it sucks.
Also, in the words of 2 Chainz, I bees in the trap.
That's right.
Also, in the words of 2 Chainz,
I'm riding around. I'm getting it. It's mine. I spend it.
I'm different.
Well, Heavy Steps is in here, and he's here for the golf picks. I'm going to tell him, come back in like an hour.
Steps. B. McCormick's here. If you're listening to the audio podcast, thank you, by the way. Shout out. Can we go ahead and do a shout out? Can I do a shout out real quick before I start going on?
Yeah, we've done one.
Shout outs.
Another shout out. My shout out. Shout out to Good Pods for putting us on the #1 promoted pod on their app, which is pretty cool. I don't know who's Sean Ryan. Maybe somebody knows who that guy is.
I thought that was Stone Cold.
He's got some good stuff. No, Sean Ryan's
you know who that guy is?
Yeah. He's got some good interviews.
Did you ever think in your wildest dreams that we would be sitting on top of Sean Ryan?
I think we should go on a show. He would be like, "What in the world are you guys doing?"
That's right. Well, he has no idea what we're about to debate. Yeah. So here's I just shout out Good Pods. They take care of us, man. I like Good Pods is awesome. They always take care of in a good relationship. But Pistachio Day, one of the oldest flowering nut trees. Pistachios have been enjoyed by humans for at least 9,000 years. They're even one of 2 nuts mentioned in the Old Testament. Shout out Tex in his Old Testament football of the Bible, Genesis 40, chapter 43, verse 11. How about that?
Interesting.
Secondly, allergies, boys. Allergies. Absolute gong show. I think they're already here. My right eye was itching. I've been eating a teaspoon of honey in those trees.
Is it local honey?
It is local. It's very local.
Has to be local.
Local honey. I can feel I'm getting a little congested. I'm thinking it's been 75 degrees here the past 2 days.
Yeah,
So
we had that a couple weeks ago. My wife thought I was getting the flu or cold. I'm like, it's the allergies. It's right here.
I can feel it.
Yep.
I can feel it. So I just wanted to go ahead and warn everybody. Also, Project Summer Bod, right here, right now.
Yep, working on it.
On.
I'm trying. You won't send me any more workouts, though. You got intimidated.
I didn't get intimidated. The last few weeks I've been working out a lot with the kids, so I don't really have time to write anything down because I'm trying to keep them from jumping on.
I keep sending mine.
I'll send them. I will get them. Oh, Heavy Step says Sean Ryan interview with the sheriff of Baghdad was great. So there you go.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff, man.
That's crazy. Then I don't even know who that guy was, but apparently there we are, right there. And then Robert Peter Paul, who's that? He sounds pretty. If you have two last names, you're either a defensive back or you're fancy. So, what?
defensive back has to do with it.
All of them have like three names. They have their dad's name and then go to their mom's name, then they hyphenate it.
Right. Well, yeah. Pay respects. It's not about where you're at; it's where you're from.
Yeah. Or they took their wife's name.
Breaking news. It's the wrong one.
What was that?
Never mind. That's the new breaking news. Boys, before we get to anything else, they're taking the chain gang from us. Listen to what they're doing. Listen, look how they massacred our boys. Incoming from the NFL, the Hawkeye virtual measurement for line to gain is expected to replace the chains as the primary measurement system in 2025. You know what? The chain gang will remain on the sidelines as a backup. They put them in a backup.
Of all the things to change in football, and we go and change the chain gang.
The chain gang.
Of all the things,
they're still there though.
Okay, I mean they're still there just because they're nervous about people rioting in the streets about not having a chain gang and the pylons there on the sideline. But still, there's no freaking way. Well, I think that you need to have it there for the players too, so that you can see where the heck you got to get to. And I guess you can have a little orange marker, but
look at this guy walking onto the field. I mean, he's out of breath with his gigantic poncho on that looks like the tarps for the New Mexico State Lobos or Aggies. I mean, look at this. You're going to take that away from us. Unbelievable. Look, if the U.S. hadn't lost his primary measurement system, all of our measurement systems are going down the handbasket right now, going down the drain because we lost to Canada. We're getting all these meters jokes, centimeters, get ready to learn liters, So,
yeah, just of all the things to take out of the game.
And that's stupid. It's called the Hawkeye because they don't even get first downs. Iowa's offense. So, I mean, we got robots in baseball. We got robots in the NFL and the chain gangs. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Oh, he said, Heavy Step says Sean Ryan has 4.1 million subs on YouTube, and here I am, had no idea who the guy was. Whoops. I guess it's good to be put in there with the same show. Oh, man. Anyways, chain gang. Anything on the chain gang, J-Vi?
Here's my thought on it. It has nothing to do with the actual chain gang because, they're still there. They're not being used. They're not really used anyway. And I can tell you they're not being used firsthand because I watched them not come out and measure the ball on 4th and 1 when the Bills play the Chiefs. But to carry on with that, this is the second time in 5 years that a rule has changed because the Bills lost to the Chiefs. And I'm getting sick and tired of it happening.
Oh, they're doing the South Park. We're sorry. We're sorry. BP South Park episode.
We can't beat. They can't beat that team. So let's change the rule after they lose to them.
That's Okay. So chain gang. That's breaking news. That was a nice breaking news wet fart sound. So enjoy that, people. On the show, so we got I know. We need somebody's got to do a voiceover of the videos, like the football ones. Salute your sports and headlines. We got a few of those. The water cooler debate is here. We got the DFS golf deep dive for the Cognizant Classic. Shout out TGL for DMing us, and I think I just sent him our show for some. I send DMs out whenever we go live, so TGL now has our live show. Whoops! It was like whenever I was like Ricky Bobby. Whenever I sent out the DM, and I start signing stuff, I just sign. Get out of the way! How dare you use other relevant sports news? Got the NFL Combines coming. And unblock us, Reddit College Football, you cowards, and Pat McAfee, you coward. We don't need you, but just I would love to know why. Before we get to that, boys, something came across my desk again that we all wanted to discuss, and turned out that it was of course, like everybody else, everything else we do, we throw out an idea and then we all turn it into a complete joke. So this should be hilarious. Girl Scout cookies are back. Now, this turned into, this will be fun, to holy cow, turns out Girl Scout cookies are actually horrible for you. And then it turned into, yeah. And then it turned, and I didn't know they changed their lineup every so often.
I didn't either.
So, but yeah, apparently they come out with a new cookie lineup. So
it's like somebody's been trying their whole life to get famous. They get famous, and then everybody discovers their old tweets. And they get canceled immediately. Girl Scout cookies are back. They're great. Oh wait, they have a bad history,
dude. Oh, so here's the lineup. You've got the Adventurefuls, the caramel chocolate chip, the caramel delights, the Samoas, the Do-si-dos, the s'mores, the lemonades, the lemon ups. What was that? Whisker do's, whisker don'ts. PB patties, the tag-alongs, Thin Mints, Toastier, Toffee-tastic, and Trefoils. So that's the lineup for those of you listening and trying to keep along. And here is what, I don't know who this account is, so if somebody's looking at that, be like, oh my God, you're so woke or based. I have no idea who this is. So, but it was Joe Rogan that was talking about his text. You were the one, you give the people what you were talking about. You sent that picture.
I'd read something in passing that the Girl Scout cookies weren't great for you. Mm-hmm. So then I did a couple Google searches, and the first thing that pops up is the Girl Scouts trying to explain how their cookies are safe. Then the next link below is the link that says, yes, it's like a whole bunch of press releases saying they're totally safe. So I'm like, okay, this might be a real thing. And so I went and read the site, the study that said that they had tested all the Girl Scout cookies and all of them turned out to have alarmingly high levels of metals and other chemicals and lots of glyphosate, which is Roundup. And it was basically saying that you shouldn't eat Girl Scout cookies, not because they're full of sugar, but also because they're full of all these other harmful, crazy chemicals. So, I guess the truth will come out. I think the truth is starting to come out. But I'm sure that the Girl Scout cookies will eventually change as a result of this. You're going to see some organic Girl Scout cookies or something like that next year. Certified organic Girl Scout cookie. I'm telling you, that's where it's going to go.
This is wild because I didn't really know until I saw it.
It's crazy. It's a $1 billion thing a year for the Girl Scouts.
Nonprofit though.
So they're gonna try and defend that egg, that golden egg. It's $1 billion, so of course they're gonna come out swinging. So they're gonna, but I guarantee you next year you'll see certified organic Girl Scout cookies.
They're gonna be terrible too.
Yep.
88% contain arsenic, lead, mercury. Thin Mints had the highest glyphosate levels at 111 parts per billion. This is 334
Which makes sense because they're made of mint, and that has to be treated like crazy.
This is 334 times what experts say is harmful. peanut butter patties had the highest heavy metal contamination, with lead reaching 42.5 points or parts per billion, and aluminum at 27,500 parts per billion. 76% of the cookies tested exceeded cadmium safety limits, and 96 contained lead. Oh my gosh!
And the thing that makes this crazy, the people who made this it's not, it didn't come lightly to them, because they were all, some of the ladies who did these studies were all Girl Scouts growing up. So like it broke their hearts to have to report this.
Gosh.
Might
as well go back to chewing on your pencil like you did in elementary school.
Yeah, give me back. Let me go make rubber cement balls and smell the rubber cement. What is this? You know what you remember those?
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah. Painting them on the desk and making little bouncy balls. Yep.
Steps, if he was a Girl Scout, he puts up outside the local dispensary. That is genius right there. That's true. Caramel Delights used to be my favorite, but they changed them, put some Keebler nasty cookie in it. Sucked. Yeah, these things are very weird now. But Step says to put the
they filled them with Roundup.
Oh, look who's here, dude. Look who's here.
I can't even tell you last time I had a Girl Scout cookie. My wife bought some last year, and they sat in our cabinet or pantry for months until I finally threw them away.
My
Good job.
Oh, what are you reporting from the Iron Paradise, The Rock?
Yeah. Got a new little office set up here, trying to make it work.
Let's go. You get a new mic or no?
It's on the way. Yeah.
Are we doing a live 225 bench press on air?
Got to do it right now. How's the shoulders holding up?
I could do probably 2 of them right now, but no, there's way too much crap in this garage right now to do that.
You dust that thing off. Edge is here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're gonna go through our rankings. Edge, we just went over how Girl Scout cookies are trying to kill everybody.
Dude, I heard they're terrible.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's all over YouTube and social media and everything that they got more chemicals and
cat's out of the bag.
Dude, I feel like I'm eating Chernobyl in my mouth right now. I eat one of these. My wife loves the Thin Mints. I can't wait to show her this. Oh my gosh!
I hate Thin Mints. I hate that mint ice cream. I can't do any of that.
Where's the meme of the girl from Dodgeball who's taking beaver tranquilizers? I feel like that's what we need to do with a GIF or a meme. You're like, damn it, Bernice. Why are you putting glyphosate in the cookies? All right, so we're gonna power rank these. I have no idea what order these are in, so everybody be ready. J-Vi, you're up first. Tell us your power ranking of the Girl Scout cookies. This was the idea, and then of course it turned into what everything turns into. Just say whatever you want and forget the prompt. So go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna rank them, and I don't really like Girl Scout cookies, so my number one ranking for Girl Scout cookies is that they absolutely stink. They're not good. I mean, I used to like them. I'm not going to act like, you go back in my past, I've bought Girl Scout cookies before. I just told you my wife bought them last year. I don't like them, though. I don't eat them. I don't care which flavor you get them. They're going to sit in the pantry. My number one overall cookie, though, is the Mrs. CEO of Stats Funfetti cookies with the icing. Best cookie I've ever had in my life.
Unbelievable.
It's the cookies that I want to be passed out at my funeral because I've already passed all the other milestones in my life. Have them at the next party. They're the best cookies I've ever had. Number 3, I'm going with the homemade chocolate chip. I kind of recency bias here because my wife made some last week. So I'm on that. But growing up, probably my number one choice growing up, I put it as number 4 now, Oreos dunked in milk. Maybe soaked a little bit just so it's like a little softer, but not too soft. You don't want to be able to eat it without your teeth in like you're a grandpa. You still want a little bit of crunch with the teeth, but you want it a little soft. So soak it just a tiny bit.
I agree. My kids
Oreos are also terrible for you.
I don't care.
Okay. Oh, so you sit there and Girl Scout cookies stink, but you'll just douse yourself an Oreo. You probably don't like
guzzle down some Oreos.
You need dirt cake.
Should we change our profile picture to Girl Scout cookies or Oreo. It's like they do when something bad happens.
Oh, like it's
Flag, like it's a flag.
in solidarity. Bima says lemonades are legitimate. I will absolutely agree with that. Next, Tex. You rank it. Go
I
ahead.
just want to make a statement. I have a strict rule to not eat Roundup. So Girl Scout cookies are I don't eat them. We don't really buy them unless it's like a neighbor kid, and you're like, okay, I'll buy a box just to support you, and then we throw them away. But outside of that, I don't eat Roundup.
You know what you should do is ground them up and then put them all over your plants.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Basically, my number one is a homemade peanut butter cookie. My favorite recipe is the 1-1-1 cookie: 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 egg. And then you bake them, make little balls, bake them. Simple, easy cookie, delicious. And then my second is a homemade chocolate chip. And then a Mrs. Haynes Moravian cookie ginger snap.
That's terrible.
Ginger snap a cookie.
I don't like gingers. Yeah. Are you sure?
Yep.
I think it's a snap.
Yeah. Nope. Mrs. Haynes Moravian cookies. Their famous cookie is the ginger snap.
I don't like ginger snaps.
Those are very good. Dunk them in a little coffee. Very nice.
Yeah. Let me ask you this before we get to the next one. You said they're
made with molasses. They're made with molasses.
Yeah, emphasis on ass.
Nope. Molasses is delicious, man.
You mentioned buying them if a neighbor kid is selling them. Mm-hmm. Do you follow? This is a rule that I follow. I don't know if other people do this, so I'm just asking. Maybe I'm a jerk for doing this. We got a lot of kids that are in Boy Scouts and they sell stuff for the school in our neighborhood. We have 26 kids on our circle that we live, so a lot of kids. When we first moved in, a lot of the parents would come knock on our door and be like, "Hey, would you do this for my kids, whatever? Or would you buy a book, a coupon book for my kid or whatever?" Mm-hmm. And I started just telling them, I said, "I'm not buying anything unless the kid comes to the door."
Yep. That's my rule.
Says, "Hey, will you do this or whatever?"
Because that's
happened one
pussification
time.
of America. Pussification of America. Make your kids get out there and do it.
He doesn't have to give me a speech. Just say, "Hey, can you buy this for me?
I'm selling
Show
this.
me what it is."
And I'll buy one of something. If a kid comes up to my door and says, "I'm selling this," I will buy one of something.
But
if it's something that I genuinely like, I'll probably buy 2. But the kids got to come and do it. Absolutely, I will support a kid if they come to my door.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Supporting parents doing stuff for their kids. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nope.
I will do the same thing for my kids whenever they have to do their stuff.
Yeah.
Edge, what would you do? You're muted.
Muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
If I had kids come up to me selling stuff, is that what you're asking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If parents came up for the kids,
I would buy it from the kids. There's one thing that I will buy from the parents because the parents kind of push this. So, like in my area, well, at least back home, clay shooting is big sport. But the kids are not allowed to promote it for like raffle tickets and all that stuff because now it's a varsity sport. So the parents like push out like, hey, we're going to do a clay shoot to support Calhoun County's, clay team or trap team or whatever it's called, So like I'll buy that from the parents just because like, the way they got these gay rules now, it's illegal for the kids to push out. But honestly, like there's not many people that knock on my door, so I'm kind of happy with that right now. So, I mean, if J.U.Y.S comes to my door and is selling something from Avery, I'm probably going to punch him in the throat and tell him to get out of here.
Dude, J.U.Y.S is going to come to your door and make Avery try to get you to buy Girl Scout cookies.
I will say though, Tex, you said you won't eat Roundup. Dude,
nope.
I grew up on a farm, right? So
peanuts.
I distinctly remember having like my hands.
I eat organic peanuts.
Organic peanut butter. Roundup, like just mixing chemicals, just pouring it in. Hands caked in it. Get on the tractor.
He's going to get lymphoma for sure.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, I'm starving, and I just reach and get my sandwiches and start hammering it. I mean, hydraulic oil
on the table, dude.
Yeah. So when I start growing a third eye here soon and getting cancer poking out of my neck, I guess I know where.
Oh,
But
all right.
Oreos is definitely number one, by the way. Like
Dude.
they demolish any Girl Scout cookies. I usually don't eat Girl Scout cookies just because I'm not a big fan of them anyway. But Oreos, hands down, is my weakness. I'm a fat kid at heart for sure.
I mean, yeah, it's like I'll do the thin ones, I'll do the double stuffed ones, I'll do the regular. I don't care.
Dude,
Double
those Loft House ones?
Dude, you know what's crazy is my kid started these and I didn't even know they made these so recently, the vanilla Oreos, like the yellow pack ones.
Yeah, those are good too.
Those are pretty bomb as well. I'm like, God. Oreos.
I don't dip those in milk though. I can eat those plain.
Yeah.
Who's got a better flavor profile, Pop-Tarts or Oreos? Because they're both just
Oreos,
spitting game. They're both spitting game left, and I need a Pop-Tart Oreo face-off.
See, I feel like I'm very strict on Pop-Tarts, whereas the cinnamon brown sugar only, and that's it.
Yep. You toast it or no?
Yeah, I kind of do both. Either I'll throw it in the microwave for like 15 seconds, or either I'll toast it.
No.
But I mean, there's plenty of times where I threw it in my lunchbox and ate it later, and it's cold as coming out of the fridge. So
there you go. Blue says Oreo.
Dude, Mama K said Frost Oreos.
Those are the top Oreos. If you put those in the freezer,
I'll never forget. Those are. I remember they came out with those whenever we were doing wrestling, and we used to get. She used to buy us those for wrestling tournaments.
Yeah, they used to only sell them at Christmas time.
Damn.
I'm a little upset though. I've never had Mama K's
buddy.
What'd you saw? Funfetti cookie?
Yes.
When we all get together again, we'll ask if she can make some.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call her about that.
The Masters, dude.
There you go.
Celebrate vasectomies around the world. Power rank. Here's mine. Tag along. I actually ranked the cookies, and I feel like an idiot. Adventurefuls, Thin Mints. Shout out my wife. The Do-si-dos.
Medals.
Do-si-dos peanut butter sandwich. The lemonades. There you go, BMO. Shout out you. And then tag-alongs are the best. So I went straight 5. These three
sounds like you just listed everybody else's. You listed everybody else's favorites.
No, these are I made this list hours ago. So these are the goats. All those other ones take a hike. Okay. Brian Cross says, "What's crazy is off-brand Oreos taste like ass."
That is true too. That is true. Yeah, I agree with that.
You got to be bougie when sticking to the Oreo brand when you're.
Butch
said, there's like certain things that you don't go off-brand on. Toilet paper,
paper plates. Don't get those.
Well,
don't
you
get
can
those
go off-brand with those.
No, you can't.
I don't care about that. But Oreos is one of those. Oreos is on that list. So should we drop a top 5 list of things you don't go off-brand on?
Oh yeah,
I like that.
Let's do it. Next episode.
I'll make another graphic. Don't test me. J-Vi texted me, goes, I need a graphic for this. And I said, I got you. Just tell me what you want. Boom. 5 minutes later, graphic.
Yeah, I was expecting to get it at like 9:30. He texted me 5 minutes later.
So is this good? This is what you're going to see it later. Josh is here. Let's go, dude. We're power ranking Girl Scout cookies. So, Oreo muffins. Man, get this text. Get your guy.
Let's go, Josh. Josh.
All right. What
me
episode
and you, boy.
is this?
We're going to the tippy.
213.
The tippy top.
All right, I think that was. I don't know if anybody. Okay, yeah. All right, let's. All right, that was.
Josh Jackson's going to be doing a camp with Armani.
Oh yeah, he
is.
There
in Charlotte somewhere.
Shout out those guys.
Sign your kids up.
Let's go. Everybody watching, listening. We're gonna hit the salute your sport drop because we got some headlines to talk about.
First, going on the big board.
What?
For Josh, episode 213. I'll put it on the big board for next football season.
Yep.
Cowboys to the Super Bowl.
We got to get Josh on. So he can defend himself. We got a Zach Martin. Zach Martin has more Pro Bowlers.
You're not putting that? You're going to put the slide up?
Did I put it in here? I don't know if I put it in there. But
all right, we'll salute.
Salute. I put the one that you sent me I got that one in there in the how dare yous. All right, here we go. Salute Your Sports. We got 3 trending topics, ladies and gentlemen, that we deem are the most trendingest, most trendy. Here we go. Where do we start? We start at number 3 with, I think this is how this is going to go, which are the Packers are mentally weak about the tush push. Absolute, some tomfoolery, some absolute wussification of football going on as the Packers tried to submit anonymously that there was a team that had submitted a rule change that the tush push be banned, and then it came out like 3 seconds later that it was the Packers.
God.
So, oh wait, no, I went the wrong way. Let's come back to that. Number 2 is the NFL report cards came out. We'll look at those. Number 1 is Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford are having a cloud off, which is I just have one question. Who's going to be the next Aaron Rodgers that just drags out his career, never wins? I think it's Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is the next Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know, man. Matt Stafford.
Oh, now all of a sudden you want to throw Matt Stafford under the bus, Tex. I said the same thing last episode. You were like, no. He won a Super Bowl. No, he's got some more time.
Well, he shouldn't have won that Super Bowl anyways.
Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl too.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I told you last episode. Matt Stafford, time to
Brady wants
Rodgers.
Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, wants Stafford to be his franchise quarterback. And
you don't say.
Which totally makes sense because Stafford only plays in domes.
Facts. This is hilarious. So the Raiders minority owner Tom Brady recently hosted Matt Stafford in his home in Montana, where they spent time together and went skiing. Brady's been actively trying to convince Stafford to join the Raiders. Several teams are interested in Stafford. The Rams decided to move on, with Las Vegas being the most aggressive suitor. They just happened to be at Tom Brady's house hanging out, like, we just casually run into each other.
I love that it's like in Montana. Like, I don't think Brady lives in Montana. Like, that's not like where he goes home to every night, but it's just like at his house in
Montana. Big Sky or something.
Yeah.
This is old quarterbacks going into the news, like, and so if he leaves, Aaron Rodgers would prefer to play for the Rams if Matt Stafford is traded, and then Devontae. We're going to do this again. If you're LA, they're going to get
Devontae with him. Got to bring Devontae.
Lazard, get Lazard on the phone.
Get Randall Cobb out of retirement. Bakhtiari, bring him
Jordan
back.
Nelson,
John Kuhn, get off the sideline, get back on the field.
Crosby,
Donald Driver. I mean, bring them all back.
Mercedes
Can I just
Lewis.
say something though? This is
crazy.
This whole thing of you sign a contract and the team, I think of it as like a business, right? Where the team's investing in you and then they're going to try to build around you if you're smart, if their owners are smart, right? They're going to try to build around you because they know that you got that contract on paper and, you're good for X amount of years, right? Now, it started with basketball where, like, they put it out on Twitter, hey, I'm ready to be traded. And, dude, like, when are the owners going to balls up to say, sorry, you can want one hand and shit another and see which one fills up faster? That's like, why are we just sitting there saying, if Aaron Rodgers goes to the Rams, we're going to take Devontae Adams with him too? If I was the owner of the Jets immediately, I'd be like, good luck to you without Devontae. Like that.
Whose team is this is what I want to know.
You have to have some kind of like hook in these people and these players to respect the damn contract because otherwise it's just a sheet of paper.
But here's the thing, dude. Like most of these owners are like, they're not, I don't know if they're alphas or not, right? They want the football players to like them a lot.
They're nerds that got money.
They want the football players, so they never had to walk into a room and be like, hey, like Mike Vrabel. That's why people love Vrabel. He walks into a room and they're like,
could you imagine though? Like I did 10 years in the United States Marine Corps. Could you imagine if year 1 or year 2 to Marine Corps, I'm start sending tweets out like, hey, I'm open for trades. I'm ready to get out of my contract, dude.
Well, I wrote this in my notes. I wrote this in my notes. I didn't know how we're going to bring it up because, it's football related and we're technically moved on to golf now. But
No, we're always football at heart.
And, football's back for this week.
I said it last week.
Transfer portal is starting to rear its head in the NFL with all the trade requests. And it's true.
I like that.
I mean, it's what it is. It's these guys asking for trades, just like somebody asking to get put in the transfer portal. It's the same thing, except like what Edge mentioned, you got all these contracts, and if the Jets get rid of Devontae Adams, it's $30 million that they can't use, $31 million hit that they can't use.
Blue loves football. I don't know. I just these two guys.
Let's talk something out though. Basketball and the NFL. I don't remember when the one and done stuff started for basketball, but I remember whenever Space Jams came out, basketball and the NFL were on the same level. That was like back in the mid-90s, right?
Yeah.
They were the same like level of popularity. And then basketball started with the one and done stuff.
Yeah.
And it became more about
and the super
players
teams.
and super teams and stuff like that. And all of a sudden you start getting a nosedive from the NBA. Are we going to see the same thing happening with the NFL because of this kind of stuff coming at the college level?
I think the basketball also did some other things, probably politically, that people didn't like either.
True.
But no, I agree with you. I mean, the one and done ruined basketball. I think college baseball has it right with the fact that you can get drafted out of high school, but if you do decide to go to college, you have to stay 3 years. I think that should be across the board.
I like that.
Not football, because you're just not mature enough to go to NFL straight from high school and football.
No,
but
you're not.
Basketball, if you're 6'10" in high school and got some game, learn in the NBA. I mean, LeBron, I'll use the word that AK loves, generational talent. But he went when he was 18 because he was good enough.
Let's be honest. The reason people love the NFL is because you cannot take time off. You can't take time off. You in NBA and MLB and all these other games outside of hockey because they all play. But the NBA, you start taking time off just because you want to. And then the NFL, you can't do that. That's why the NFL is king, because every weekend you tune in to watch your team and they have to play. Like there is no, if you lose one or two games, you're pretty much done. Like that can change your season. It can wreck your season.
Well, in the NFL, the best ability is availability.
Yep.
And it's like there's a ton of guys that want your job. I'm not saying that there's not in those other sports, but football's king. And if you miss a week, look at why is Tom Brady the GOAT? Because Drew Bledsoe got hurt.
Yeah.
Yep. Same thing with Brock Purdy. Trey Lance got hurt. And Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt.
I just wish that they would. Somebody's got to stand up and say, "Dude, you signed this contract, enjoy the suck." You know, like
why does nobody say anything to Aaron Rodgers or Matt Stafford?
And it's not just them. I mean, God, what's his name? Is with the Browns right now?
Deshaun Watson, Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett, yeah. You had to say D. Watson. Yeah, of course you did.
You're a Clemson guy. I didn't know.
Myles Garrett's out there too, though, sitting there saying, putting it out there, hey, I'm ready for a trade. I'm ready for a trade. Like, how's nobody just saying, good luck to you,
like that's great. It's like the Jurassic Park guy. We got Dotson. See, nobody cares.
And he got paid bags too, just to be there. So you knew what you were getting into. You thought, oh, now you want a Super Bowl? You thought you were going to get a Super Bowl with the Browns?
Yeah, when you took all the money.
I mean, that's kind of what's unfortunate with football, though, is, because you can't just be like, dude, you want to be on a championship winning team, then go out there and make it a championship winning team. Because football is the ultimate team sport.
Yeah.
You got to have good guys around you. And sometimes you get the short end of the stick. I mean,
but even like to your point, though, when Brady was playing for the Patriots, look how many people came to the Patriots knowing that it was built around Brady and Belichick's rules, and were willing to take pay cuts just to come to the Patriots to get a championship.
Because he took a pay cut.
Yeah.
He was leading the charge.
Wife was a billionaire.
Yeah, well, I mean, he knew what he was doing.
Well, you can't live off of $20 million a year, $23 million a year. My gosh, come on. But I love Abdul Carter, the number one prospect, is like defensive ends and pass and edge rushers are just as important as quarterbacks. And it's like, yeah, well, Myles Garrett plays for the Browns, so that argument's over. Like, he's the best player in football on defense, and they suck. So no, they're not the same.
I disagree with that too.
With
I
what?
mean, that they're the most important.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I agree.
They're important, obviously, and I think you need to have a good one on your team to be successful. But with the amount of screens and the RPOs, like they can't get to the quarterback fast enough to make a play.
The 49ers have made Micah Parsons irrelevant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Multiple times. And he's one of the best pass rushers in the game. Okay. Number 2, what's next? Oh, the NFL report cards. Number 1, with a weighted average, this is from Doug_analytics on Twitter. And this is funny. At the bottom, he did like a reference that said the NFL is dumb, and I don't know what to give a GPA for A+ or F, because who the heck gives an A+ or an F? Beautiful heckin' table, Doug Analytics. He's called himself out. I love that. Anyways, the Miami Dolphins were the highest.
It could be false.
Yeah, it could be. And then the Vikings were second, the Falcons were third, the Raiders, and then the Chargers round out the top 5. Niners are at 7 in your faces. Cowboys at 11. That's bad. And then the Bills way down here.
I would love to see this ranked against last year's, because I'm pretty sure the Cowboys are down there near the bottom somewhere.
Oh yeah.
So I wonder what changed.
They're all in. They went all in. Don't you remember?
We're going on this year. This is the year.
This is it.
This year's the year. Yeah.
Damn it! You're not last year. What were we thinking?
We're not that far off.
That's right. You're right there behind the Eagles, according to your quarterback.
Do I need to say it? Do I need to say it again? When Dak Prescott is playing, we've only lost once to the Eagles since 2019.
Here we go. Here's a spike to the TNT.
The shout out to the CEO of Stats, who noted that everybody on the Steelers organization is terrible except for their head coach.
Never had a losing season.
Come on now.
Wow, Steelers locker room.
He's dragging him across the 500-yard line, or the 500 marker with his bare hands.
Note the Cowboys as well. Note the Cowboys as well.
Oh, head coach is a 4.
Coach.
What's the Bills? The Bills. Oh,
3.
No, the Bills have a 3. The Bills have the lowest head coach out of all of our teams.
The Bills had 0 on travel.
Wow. Because y'all don't even play at your own stadium.
You know why? Because McDermott is also on the list of people who say that the tush push is bad.
Oh.
Not a football guy.
Interesting. Moving right along, Tex. Good segue. Head coach Sean McDermott says the Eagles' tush push should be banned. There's always been an injury risk with that play. The techniques used with that play have been potentially contrary to the health and safety of players.
I don't look at that as them saying it's bad. I look at that as him saying, please ban it for the safety of our MVP quarterback. I don't want him hurt. But I can't tell him not to do it because he's an MVP. We just need you to make the rule to tell him.
You need to tell Josh Allen to stop going left on a quarterback sneaks.
What is he, Zoolander?
Can he not go right?
No. He's got no right. He's got no right, coach.
He can't step first with his left foot and go right?
No.
I found some interesting stats. So this is getting into the tush push stuff that I mentioned so eloquently read way before I needed to. Sean McDermott's team, the Bills, used the tush push 55 times in the last 3 years, second most in the NFL, more than half the NFL combined. His team used it all the time, including the playoffs, when it failed, causing Buffalo to be eliminated. Wild.
Wow, dude.
Whoa.
That's why he doesn't like it.
That's what he's saying.
Why he doesn't like it.
He wants to ban it so that he can't
hurt.
That's like putting your Girl Scout cookies in like a safe so that you can't eat them. You can just like smell them.
He's saying, please, NFL, stop making us run this play.
That's right. He's saying,
I don't want my quarterback to get hurt. He said
we can't stop.
The full quote.
Who's called plays for the Bills?
Joe Brady. Actually, in those situations, I think Josh Allen calls his own play
So he's trying to stop his quarterback.
Yeah.
From
Hey, I
running
listen to Sneaky Joe.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the snowplow, courtesy of Deion Dawkins, because the bulldozer was such a terrible name that they should have used.
Sneaky Joe's on the morning show I listen to.
So he says the Eagles and Bills have ran a combined 163 tush pushes over the last 3 years. 108 for Philly, 55 for Buffalo. More than the other 30 teams combined. Bills and Eagles get a first down or TD on 87%. The rest of the NFL is 71%. Still, McDermott sounds like he thinks it's bad for the game. Wow. A lot of McDermott references here.
He's saving his quarterback. He's putting years onto his quarterback's career, taking hits off of him.
And this just tells you that the Eagles were basically 47 out of 48 when they ran it. So, in converting a first down or a touchdown, basically 47 out of 48. Crazy.
Huh?
What?
Oh, I see it down there at the bottom.
Yeah, down here. So, of the
He
9
should-
times
he
they
just didn't
failed,
want to say 39.
they ran it again. So they failed, then they'd run it again on the next play. So they'd run it on third down, and then they'd run it again. So they were insanely effective with it. But anyways, those are the headlines. The report cards. Anything else on those?
No.
The
I think
Chiefs
they're
is funny.
silly.
I think the Chiefs are.
they're
They're
Yeah,
honestly done. I like how you mean to tell me what's wrong with the Raiders then? If the Raiders are this good, if they have a great owner, great head coach, great strength coaches, great weight room, training staff, training room, all this stuff is good. Why are they so bad?
Offensive line, defensive line.
See,
That's the same about the Vikings.
all
Why
this
are they so
stuff
bad?
makes all this stuff makes
Like don't have
zero
a quarterback.
silly.
So, yeah. But look, I mean, the Raiders and the Chargers, like, way better than the Chiefs facilities. The Chiefs facilities are, this is another notch that the Chiefs needed to be motivated. Everybody says our stuff sucks.
Apparently,
I
Kelsey's
can't
coming
believe
back
they graded the Chiefs owner that low.
because he's trying to move the team to Texas.
Well, they're trying to move it to Kansas now. Apparently that's going to happen. Did you see what Kelsey did? He was saying that he listens to Taylor Swift's song after the Super Bowl to calm himself. He's coming back, dude.
Wait a minute. Who's moving to Texas? Kansas?
Yeah, the Chiefs.
Kilgore did say the Dolphins had nice stuff, didn't he? He said the Dolphins.
Yeah, they updated their stadium. Their stadium's nice. I've been to it a few times.
He said the Dolphins was pretty good, so we can't confirm that. Okay. That's all the headline stuff that I had. Let's do the water cooler debate.
Wait, I
hold on, let me pull this down.
You serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot. Are you kidding me?
But first, the dad joke, water cooler debate segment. Which athlete is warmest in winter?
Wait, what's what?
Which athlete is warmest in the winter?
Which athlete?
don't
A
know.
long jumper.
A what?
A long jumper, like a jumpsuit.
No, boo.
That one doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense.
Get over it. You're gonna hit me with a fart, a breaking news fart sound.
If anything, you should bring Levi notes back.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know
Okay.
why. Like my brain works all throughout the show, but as soon as you say the dad joke, like my brain freezes.
that's right.
Like
got you.
I just can't think of anything.
The Pats will improve drastically. Building a $50 million facility should go way up. Also, shout out Bill Belichick just bringing all of his buddies on and paying him $1 million to just come coach football in
Yeah.
college.
Is he the Aaron Rodgers of coaching?
Dang.
That's a good question. I don't know. Greg Popovich, even though he's having a rough go, Greg Popovich was hanging on for a while. Who else?
Well, I'm just
Sean
saying
Payton.
goes to a different place and brings all his friends.
That's a good point. I forgot to do the poll for the Go Type of Splash. So
Of course you did.
So we're going to do this week's question, which is, what is the GOAT type of garden? Who would like to go first? Water cooler debate. GOAT type of garden. I'm ready.
Garden.
I know what you're going to say. So I'll let you say it.
Me?
Yeah.
It's the beer garden.
Hmm.
The beer garden at a baseball game, like a minor league baseball game.
From a guy who doesn't drink beer.
I know, but I enjoyed I enjoyed the beer garden. I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, Tex can thank me for his first kid for our beer garden that we did. The hockey game.
Oh, yeah.
Beer night.
It was the Garden of Adam and Eve.
We were the original pyramid stackers at the Checkers game.
Dude.
Cox, shout out Cox. Went with the sip
He was there for that.
Who wants to go next? So beer garden's on the board. Let me write these down so I don't forget. Who's next?
Well, so I thought you were going to say Madison Square Garden. That's where the Rangers play. So I didn't choose that one. What I chose was Girl Scout cookies because you turn them into Roundup and put it in your garden.
I like that one.
Keeping the deer away.
Yeah,
That's
that's right. You know what also works for this? You know what also works for this? This is kind of gross. Can't believe I'm about to say this on air. Deer don't like pee. So when my daughter, before she started peeing in the toilet, she had the little toilet. Whenever she went, I would take it outside and put it on the edge of my grass so they wouldn't come into my yard.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you put a camera out there, they're just gonna be out there smelling it.
That's fine. They can smell it. Just don't come in my
I've
yard.
done it before. I've done it before. Make a mock scrape, pee in that thing, put a camera over it. They were there that night checking it.
All right, who wants to go
That's
next?
what I'm talking about.
Go type of garden.
I'll go next. Backyard garden.
Mm.
An actual backyard garden. Some tomatoes. I grew some watermelons last year. I got blueberry bushes. I got raspberry vines. I got a grapevine. It's great. I make a year's worth of jelly with that one vine.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm. Blueberries. I got blueberries for the year. We make fresh blueberry pie.
Got scupping onions.
Good, man. I got Concord grapes. They make great jelly.
Dylon said the Garden of Hesperides. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's another one of those famous Greek trios. You have the three fates. There's and this is another three like fairies that represent the if I remember right, it's like they represent the golden shimmers of the evening. And then there was something to do with they were also something about the fertility of an apple or something like that, and how the golden apple was like a special fruit, and they represented the special fruit. So something to do with that.
Tex, how do you know this is the answer?
I was like, where do you store this information?
I knew he was going to know. That's why I asked it.
You guys not remember Greek mythology in like 7th or 8th grade?
No,
dude.
The only
You know what I remember about
the only thing I remember
I don't know where
out of class
Oklahoma is
they sent us down to Charleston to take pictures of the columns because they got a bunch of like Greek style columns in Charleston. That's the only thing I remember about that entire class.
What I remember about 7th, 8th grade was the World Trade Center. It's like that's it.
I remember the Odyssey. I remember I knew Hesperides was going to be like a Greek thing. I knew that. I just didn't know what it was.
I'll be honest. I thought it was like the name of an album of some hippie band that
he was like
what song is this?
Like Weezer or something. Like he came up with the guy from Weezer.
Nirvana.
Yeah.
Shout
you
Nirvana,
guys are Steely Dan. You guys don't know music.
Yeah.
Edge, do you have one?
No, I don't have one, dude. This is a rough one to come up with.
Busch Gardens.
Disney.
Come on, dude. Magic Kingdom. Beer garden at the Magic Kingdom. Oh wait, they don't have one of those.
Nope.
Madison Square Garden's a good one. What's the Savage Garden? Isn't that a band?
That's a band. Yeah.
There you go. Dylon will like that. All right, that was the water cooler debate. So we'll put that poll up. Everybody go vote if I can remember to put it up next week. So nobody let me forget. And now we get to talk about golf for a little bit. How about that?
Let's go. Maybe do the thing.
Electric, yes. I forgot to warn people if they're allergic to electric guitars, just absolutely melting your face off. Go take a Benadryl. Get your EpiPen. I forgot Raheem Morris also. All the coaches are yelling at the tush push. It should have been illegal 3 years ago. You can absolutely get behind somebody and push them. It is weird because the defense can't get behind and push. So that's weird. But
it would be rugby. We'd be watching rugby.
Yeah, I mean at that point. But
what's the way to Edge played rugby? How do you stop that? How do you stop the tush push?
You can't. That's why you literally start a wheel action. You can't stop it. I mean, literally, I've seen 330-pound guys literally like on their elbows, and literally just duck their head to try to get the lowest point as possible. But
is that Luke Holmes?
No, he was at the end.
What was your position in the scrum?
8 man. I was in the back catching, looking for the ball to get kicked out and start running. Or either
because you weren't physical enough.
Because you're the fastest.
I had wheels, dude. What are you talking about?
You have wheels?
Yeah, I got wheels.
You have wheels.
Yeah.
Last time I saw Edge run, he was. Well, I saw the video.
Come on, man. Let that die. Let it die.
No. Oh, on the beach?
The hammy. Still won, though. Don't want to hear it. I had to remind wifey why she had the second most stolen bases in NCAA history.
Only cost your hamstring for 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh God, I've known Edge's wife for a long time. Never seen her laugh as hard as she did when she was telling me the story.
Dude, even in the video, she's still laughing in the video.
Dude, it is funny to watch somebody blow their. I remember when Butch. We're playing a church league a tournament, just like a weekend softball tournament. And the first pitch, Butch blows his quad out, running down first base. He played the whole game.
Didn't you get hit by a ball on that one? Same thing.
They put him. At one point they put him at third base, and he's not really a good infielder, and he got his fingernail ripped off.
That's right. I just remember getting sunburned to hell playing that weekend.
Oh my gosh! All right,
that's when me and Tex were roommates.
So that's right.
Was I living in Oregon or something?
Yeah, you were.
I must have been in Oregon.
Okay. So breaking the breaking news.
What?
Read the breaking news. Wet fart. Hit it.
I can't find it.
There it is. Okay. Bryson DeChambeau out at Live. He's not re-signing his contract. That had to be said. You're a Live guy.
Interesting.
Yeah, and after today, I'd hate to see Smoney retire from the NFL. He's had a great year, great season, great career. But the way he played golf today, I told him it might be time to transition because there's going to be an opening. Bryson DeChambeau's not coming back. Rookie can play with those guys over there.
Live?
Yeah.
He can't even beat me. We'll find out.
Which would also mean he can't beat me.
Sounds like we need to put the Pro-Am title on the line.
The Pro-Am. That's what we got to do. Tex, you won't play 18 holes, so that you doesn't count. 16 of the top 25 or the top 50 golfers in this tournament at Cognizant Classic. The most water holes by any course. And this is actually true morning golf for the Cognizant Classic, ladies and gentlemen, which is really nice. Here are the favorites from FanDuel at the Cognizant Classic. Shane Lowry, Bum JM, Russell Henley, Taylor Pendrith, Sepp Straka, Daniel Berger, Minwoo Lee, coming off of his TGL victory. So this is at the Cognizant Classic, the PGA National Champions Course, Palm Beach Garden. That's why we did do a type of garden, Florida. 144 golfers. Top 65 in ties make the cut. 9.2 to the millie. Millie purse, 1.6 millie to the winner. And the winner gets into the Masters to your exemption. Yada, yada, yada. So here we go. Here are the betting favorites from Golf Tips Checker on Twitter. Shout out them. It is 396 tips have come in from 50-plus sources, and Berger leads the way, followed by Horschel, Echeverria, Gerard. Hodges is out, actually.
Echeverria.
Yes. Our guy Novak, Andrew Novak, pulling for him. Denny McCarthy, and Manassaro, the Italian, preparing for the Winter Olympics. So that's your pie chart on who's betting, the betting favorites, according to sources say. And this is from our guy, Ron Close, PGA Splits. We say he's our guy. We never met the guy, but he puts his stuff out there, and we like to pump it for him. That sounded bad.
Got him.
This is Jack Nicklaus design course, mostly flat, forced layups off the tee, numerous dog legs, firm greens, lots of water. Fairways narrowed back to 28 yards wide, down from 32 last year. It's the 13th shortest course, 7th shortest par 4 and 5 holes, plus 1.4 or 1.14 strokes scoring average to the relative to the rest of the courses. And last year it played less than a stroke, so 18th easiest. So we'll see. 6,166 water balls since 2003. TPC Sawgrass is next with 5,089. A lot of water out here, boys. We're moving to Florida, so you're probably going to see a lot of gator shots here. Field has averaged 2.18 double bogeys or worse in per 72 holes, most on tour. 63% of the approaches come from 125 to 200. Elite and informed ball strikers, experienced water danger players, shot shapers, low flighters, and windy. It is going to be windy. I got a weather graphic. Bermuda putters.
What's a Bermuda putter?
What?
What's a Bermuda putter?
The grass.
Puts on Bermuda grass.
Yes.
So is that a special type of putter?
No, it's just the grass on the green is Bermuda.
Yeah.
And
okay.
On the greens.
Just didn't know if it had like a different shape or something on the bottom. I don't know.
Just
Never
the
seen that
grass.
before.
Yeah, it's one of those Odyssey putters, with the bat wings on the back.
It's a spider.
Triangle. It's a basically just like the Bermuda Triangle putter.
Yeah, PXG specializes in Bermuda.
It's just
nice.
The putter is actually teal, black,
Noted.
and white, like the color of their flag.
You got to have a fat handle on it too,
You grow out your braids.
So it's like a hybrid driver. It's like a hybrid driver for putters.
Yeah. Yeah. It actually doubles as like a tobacco pipe.
It's your hazard wedge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So 10th largest greens. Rough. The overseed is rye grass, 2.5 inches. The bear trap. This is what everybody's going to say all week. Bear trap, bear trap, bear trap. Hey, you bear. Holes 15 through 17 play to combine almost a stroke more. So the bear trap's the big thing for this one. Good old Jack Nicklaus. There you go. That's your course overview. Here's the weather, ladies and gentlemen. I did get this. I did get it this time. Chance of showers on Thursday. Friday is partly cloudy. Isolated showers on Saturday. Mostly breezy on Sunday. The Sunday is going to be fun, but the wind is going to be whipping, not in the morning, but in the afternoon on both Friday because it's close to the water. It's usually what happens. So there's your weather. Temperature looks pristine. And anything else to say, boys, before we get into it? That's pretty much all the cover up. The guys last week were 3 of 5. So on the season, the golfers up your sleeves, are 6 of 9 making the cut. All 3 of our dudes are in. Hubs, Lauer, Novak. Let's get one of them to win this thing. Let's get one of them to win it.
What about Glover?
Glover is in it. That's your guy.
Let's do it.
Clemson guy, right?
Bet a unit on him.
He's actually one of the people like him this week. They say this course fits his game. So, anything else before we start getting into this nonsense? We're going through the guys first?
Sure.
Okay. Who wants to go first? We'll put the slide up, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Without further ado, here are the golfers up your sleeve, guys. G.Y. Damn it.
Every
G.U.Y.S. Guys.
And it's even written out in a doc, isn't it?
I know. It's all over the place. It's on the screen here. Look at this. So
the weather.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
G.U.Y.S. Guys. You see who my guy is. Today, I didn't come up with anything. We didn't go on a deep dive. I know right now he's not playing
journey?
well. No journey. This is for our guy. I want to be there for our guy, Mark Hubbard. He needs us to have his back. He's missed 2 cuts in a row. There was a time and a place where this man didn't miss a cut for like a year straight. So I took it upon us to say, you know what? We need to get back on. We need to put ourselves on his back, Mark Hubbard. Club Hubs is officially open for the year. We need you. We believe in you to get this thing going. And this is the course for him because he's a good iron player. So he's got good approach shots, especially for this range where we just mentioned 125 to 200. That's his bread and butter for the approaches. Rough is not too penal, so you don't get hammered from the rough here. Club Hubs, we believe, top 20, make the cut, actually win the damn thing. Let's do it. Club Hubs.
Well, Hubbard doesn't make excuses either.
Nope.
No, we're not in a group chat with him that he tells us certain things. But I'll say this for Hubbard. Guy knows ball. He's a football guy.
Yep.
He's a Broncos fan. His team unexpectedly made it to the playoffs. Played through January. So makes sense for him to struggle a little bit because his focus was somewhere else during the offseason.
He's just getting back into golf.
Exactly.
Good point.
He's just not he's like me and Tex right now. He's just getting into it.
Good point. Very good point. So I didn't go on a journey. I needed to be straight to the point. I saw his name down there. I'm like, he didn't play last week. We got to put him on the board. We got to put him on the board. I'm sorry. We had to. It was out of our hands. Who wants to go next?
I can go next. And all these stats that I got, I just found out yesterday when I happened to do a shoot with this guy that I chose. And they read these stats out. And I was like, that's my guy. Because I have no idea what you said in your monologue thing that you do, because I kind of zone out then because I don't care about those stats.
Fair.
Mackenzie Hughes. He had 32 hole outs last year. Most on tour. He is a sniper around the greens and gotten better each year. Last year, he was 94 of 96 on up and downs inside 10 yards. That's good enough for me to play him. Sign me up. Mackenzie Hughes, 7,200.
I like Mackenzie Hughes. I agree.
Canadian.
Hey, overseas.
Bills fan.
Playing overseas, dude. Champion. 4 Nations champion, Mackenzie Hughes.
Yes. I have no idea if he's a Bills fan. I should assume every Canadian's a Bills fan.
Could be. You're probably right. Tex. Speaking of overseas.
Canadian, but Kent State graduate.
Ooh. Shout out Coach Kent.
My guy
Edelman
is top 14 in strokes gained putting. See more putts guy.
Ooh.
He is good with his long irons and had a pretty good outing last week. And my guy is Nicholas Echevarria. Coming off a strong showing. So I think he's going to be, you saw him on the list there on the most tipped bets.
Yep.
I think he's going to be an under the radar steal.
Mm-hmm. They call him the Panhandle Peddler. They don't call him that, but we can now. I think that would be funny. So there you go. And then Butch P came in with a Ryan Fox, top 20 plus 360 and 6,800 on your DraftKings lineup. I gave you Hubbard for plus 450 top 20. J-Vi has a little treat for you later. Tex gave you a top 20 plus 360 for Echevarria. And Dylon, Chris Ventura, not Ace Ventura. Double B Tuna. Do what?
I have his thing.
Oh, you do? Okay, yes. He also sent some memes, so play it.
All right, boys and girls, it is that time where we start the Golf Florida swing, getting ready to hit up the East Coast. This week we're going to start out down at the Cognizant Classic, down in the good old Palm Beaches of Florida. All right, so this week we have a cut event. I'm about to drop the hot guy on you that I think is blowing all sorts of smoke from everybody. Nobody's seeing him coming, but I got some insider tips that you're going to want to know. Now, I said he was blowing different types of smoke. So here's some of the shade that he's casting, all right? The guy was born in Mexico. He went to college at Oklahoma State, and he plays and hails from Norway. Now, here is the Easter egg for you. His residence when he is in the States is in Palm Beach Gardens, which happens to be where this tournament is being held. All right. He's got 2 top 25 finishes this year. He's played in 5 events. He's made 4 cuts. One of them, he was a top 10 over at the Farmers. All right. He's got plus 500 odds to finish in the top 20. This guy also looks like he is the doppelganger and or illegitimate son of the one and only KOC, all right, Kevin O'Connell from the Vikings. Now, the fact that this guy hails from Norway and he looks just like the leader of the Vikings cannot be a coincidence and has to be aligning the stars for what is going to be a powerful Minnesota 2025 year, all right, all around. So your guy that I am giving you for Dylon's dark horse dart throw is none other than Christopher Ventura. Put it down, top 20.
That is crazy. He looks just like him. We've got a meme. We've got the office meme. Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and that picture. And it's a picture of KOC and Chris Ventura. And underneath it says they're the same picture. You can't. That's crazy. He looks just like him. Look at that.
He does.
Butch got him, though. He said, Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture. And Butch said, oh, neither have won a Super Bowl or on tour. Got him.
Wow.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the guys. Butch gave you Ryan Fox, and he made himself a nice little meme there with the Zealander for 6,800, side by side with Derek Zoolander. J-Bye.
Yep.
Here's your meme. Now, you've instilled a new segment.
I did. I haven't come up with an official name yet, but right now it's J-Vi's Make the Damn Cut parlay.
And you've got the Zuckerberg looking at Bezos' wife.
What is more, should I say tempting? Is tempting the right word? For a guy who likes golf, who likes betting, who loves parlays, to be a guy who is into females.
Yeah, there you go. You're rolling. Keep going, dude.
Let the meme speak for itself. Zuckerberg making eye contact.
You should have put the parlay down there where her blouse is.
Yes.
Not on her face.
Moving forward, let's get to the Make the Damn Cut parlay.
Also, these are for your DraftKings lineups. Just don't get that twisted. These are the DraftKings dandy guys. Yes. So that's why the prices are there, and that's who the guys build a lineup with them. Yes, there it is. There you go. Here's the new graphic. Look at this, guys. Yeah, nice.
That was a 5-minute quick Make the Damn Cut parlay. Again, we'll take suggestions for names if you want, or I can be creative. But I'm starting with my guy because my guy's up top. It's the guy I'm playing. If I'm picking him, I'm betting him to make the cut. Mackenzie Hughes. has the highest odds or the lowest odds. I'm not sure how that works. Anyways, minus 148. I'm also going with my guy from last year, the guy I love. I love the Englishman. I love that he wears a little old hat. I don't know what it's called. One of these things. Tex probably knows. One of these deals. My guy, Harry Hall. Minus 186. Ben Griffin's been playing well, boys.
Aviator
Ben.
Ben.
You know that? Don't know if you know that.
I do
Can't
know that.
phase him either. He's a straight on guy. Ben Griffin. Min Woo Lee. His iron game. He is 100. In the standings, he's raised 100 levels. He's gone up 100 things in the standings. He was a 156. He was ranked 150 in the rankings. That's what it is. In the rankings, he was ranked 156 last year, iron play. He's in the 50s now. Went up 100 points in the rankings. Minwoo Lee, make the cut, minus 260. And a guy that is third right now in FedEx point standings, playing well, that means if he's that high, I think he had the lowest odds.
Cue the Creed.
The highest odds, whatever it's called. I don't know. Blue, help me out here. Step, Straka, minus 280. If you parlay all those for the make the damn cut parlay, which I think all of them will make the cut, you get looking at a plus 577.
Throw an E unit on that, Tex.
Right there.
Might
Pay
have
your
to.
taxes with that. You can only get those on FanDuel, though. DraftKings, as much as we do all DraftKings is terrible at make and miss the cut. They only have like 15 guys.
Yeah, there's not that. Blue says I think he loves Dylon's accent. There you go. That's the make the damn cut parlay. I like that. I might put that in. I'm going to put that in. There you go. You got the goat there and everything. Your face.
I did build this. I did build this on DraftKings. The only person I couldn't add on DraftKings was Mackenzie Hughes. Didn't go down that far.
Okay.
But I did get it on DraftKings. It was like plus 289 maybe. So Mackenzie Hughes is the one that really threw it up there because he's minus 140.
Yeah. Could work. If you guys need a graphic, text or edge, you want to make a segment, you just say, hey.
And this was sponsored by Red 2 Homes. I meant to say that.
Hey.
We need to get a logo on there.
Yeah, we do.
Let's put it right there on the bottom.
Are you sure Minwoo Lee is actually playing?
He was there yesterday. I worked with him yesterday.
They got all the way to the end? Jerk. Okay.
Oh, I see him now. Yeah, he's teeing off at 1240. I got you.
Here's the sexy six-pack tiered golf winners, ladies and gentlemen. 6 dudes who I think throughout the teardrops on my guitar, all that stuff. The tierable 2s, the tierable 6s. Russell Henley plus 2,500. Harmon. This is a plotter's course, right? Harmon's not the longest guy. Takes forever to hit the golf ball, but when he's on, he's on. These little short plotting tracks, he's really good at. Doug Geem, dude can't putt worth a lick. I mean a lick. Tom Hoagie, I don't know if he can win it, but damn it, that guy is always at the top on these courses. Like what?
Hogue.
He's playing.
Oh, I thought you said he wasn't playing earlier.
No, he is. Oh. Ben Coles, I'm running it back. Ben Coles is playing too good not to maybe be considered. And then I'm going the Italian dude, way down there at the bottom, plus 30,000. Francesco Molinari played really well last week. Give it to me. Give me Francesco. Francesco by the Bay. So say it with your Francesco. Playing 3D Francesco.
Hey, Kate, go back to the weather report real quick.
Okay. There it is. Got the weather.
30% chance of showers. Windy. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't tell me nothing. Saturday showers. All right. Because I was just wondering, like, what time of day it would start to get windy. Because some of these guys, dude, they're teeing off at 6:45 a.m. I mean, like, you got the sun breaking the horizon and they're teeing off. If it's gonna be windy, I wouldn't put any of those guys.
It's gonna be dewy though.
Dewy.
All the lakes, all the water.
Yeah, you need to get those tough boots.
People would stick around more if you show the chat says, what do you mean like show it on the screen? I don't know how to do that.
There's a lot of that chat we probably should show.
No, I just don't know if I could show I don't know how to show the chat. Like I know Will does it from Game On. He'll put the chat up there. I just don't know how to do it. I guess I have to do it from the Rumble page. I'm not really sure. Blue cracks me up. Okay. So that's the sexy 6-pack winners. Anybody else got anything else on those?
Nope.
I think it's how dare you time, fellas.
All right.
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you, sir? You're gross.
How dare you?
How dare you? Here we go. Who wants to go first?
I can go first. I got 2.
Oh,
I got 2 too.
Oh, of course.
Actually, I only got 1. I want 1. I'm going to do 1. Okay.
Well, I don't know if I mentioned this last time. I think I did. My Twitter got hacked. So I feel like right now I'm living in a 1948 world where I can't get my information anywhere except for the radio.
It's probably nice.
I heard on the radio, Americans say on average they have 12 perfect days per year. 12 out of 365.
Jesus.
My how dare you is to get outside and have some fun, have more perfect days. How dare you sit around and mope and be like, well, this isn't really a good day. I'm not going to count it towards my 12. Have more good days. How dare you?
Facts.
Lazy, unmotivated, boring people.
Facts. Who wants to go next?
Tex, you got one?
Where's Tex?
Tex
I'm going to say, how dare you to the Cincinnati Bengals? So weren't they like, pull up the report card again.
Wait, what?
The report card for the food.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me get there.
For the facilities.
There you go. Report card's up. Cincinnati Bengals. What about it? Food and cafeteria, 0.3.
Bengals.
Whoa, that's bad.
Yeah. How dare you to the Bengals for feeding their players and their staff such low food, to be ranked that low with NFL players, NFL staff, and have a 0.3.
They got 0 for families.
One of the
families.
So I'm going
one of the
dare
players
you to the Bengals in the cafeteria.
I think one of the Bengals players, maybe last year or this year, it was a rookie or new person in the building. After their first day, they went to the cafeteria to get dinner, and it was Skyline Chili. And they were like, I would have thought more from an NFL franchise.
Holy cow.
That ain't good.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Can't be an
You know
NFL
what drives me
franchise
crazy?
feeding that kind of stuff. What's that?
Tex has these giant shields on, and I'm constantly like trying to look at him to see what he's looking at, and you can't see jack.
No.
He's looking at something. He's always looking at something.
I mean, I'm like, what is he looking
ready?
But they got that like just enough curve to where you can't see nothing but this mirror, you know. Anyways, I got a how dare you if you want me to go.
Do it.
Or you want to
Go ahead.
My how dare you, and you'll see it in my name tag down there. Goes to Clemson. So,
Oh no.
No.
it was a,
tailgate.
yeah, it was a deadline here recently to if you were going to renew your season tickets or not. So I made sure that we hit that deadline. And then the deadline was like on a Saturday, you know. So then I get a phone call on Tuesday saying, "Hey, we were wondering how come you didn't want to renew your season tickets." And I said, "Excuse me, like that." here's the confirmation number, whatever, right? Oh, okay, I see that now. Sorry, it's system must haven't updated, whatever BS. 2 days go by, so now we're in the middle of the week, towards the end of this week. I get another email that says parking for Clemson will be changing yet again, where they're going to lose roughly around 800 parking spaces because of all this new construction going on at the school, right? So guess whose name and who does not have enough priority points is probably going to be losing his parking space.
No.
The mayor of the tailgate, dude. You have to campaign again.
So they're building this new gymnastics thing, and they got a new lacrosse thing, all this stuff going on. And my parking lot, which was right next to the RV lot, will now be the overflow area for basically a group of people that have lost their 800 parking spaces. And I'm probably going to get moved across the freaking lake.
Dude, you're going to be parking at my parents' house.
Yep.
Dude, you haven't been a fan long enough to get priority.
I got priority points, but what they want to do is they want you to up your membership, and pay more money. And I'm like, dude,
Edge is going to be parking in Anderson.
Yeah, it's literally. I'm serious. Take the lift to the football game. It's So yeah, I've called Clemson twice already this week, and I actually know a good many of the people that actually work up there, and I said, like, is there something that we can do to, like, oh yeah, this if you would like to up your IPTE level, and I'm like, okay, what else can we do?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's getting bad, dude. But I feel like yes, this was geared towards Clemson, but I also feel that like App and is dealing with this as well, because when they built those new dorms, they killed the parking lot next to the stadium and the duck pond and all that. At some point though, like, they're gonna have to realize like what brings in the money to the games. Like, even this is how bad it is for Clemson this year, is even the RV lot, these people pay minimum $12,000 just to get a parking spot. That's not including their season tickets, right?
Yeah.
$12,000 just to get a parking spot. And they're condensing the RV lot this year because they displaced so many other members that they're shutting down the RV lot and moving my parking lot in half, and then having all these other people that have been displaced coming up. So what I should have done if I was smart and played my cards right was the last 2 years just give like the minimum amount, knowing that new construction was going on, and then I would have been in my parking lot for half the price or whatever it is. I got by Clemson, and I'm not happy about it right now.
They got you, dude.
Yeah,
and where they want you.
And it's only February.
They're testing your fandom. How much of a fan are you?
I'll break it to my kids. Can't go to Edge's tailgate this year.
No, we're still going.
They're gonna be upset.
We'll just have to park at your parents.
Hey, we'll tailgate with you, and then he'll drive us up there.
There we go.
He'll drop us off right next to the hill.
What I'm really, kind of glad I didn't do, but I'm also kind of regretting it at the same time, is me and the wife were talking about buying a house up there in Clemson, just like noon games or night games or whatever. We can just crash there or either rent it out for game days. Now I'm really like kicking myself that I didn't do that, because if I had a terrible parking spot, I could have just parked at the house in Clemson, and drove the golf cart over or something like that. But yeah, they got me.
Hey,
but the fight's not over though. I'm still gonna get it.
Hey, you keep us updated, dude.
It's not a sprint; it's a marathon.
See how much of a fan you are. Let's see if you're fan. Let's see if you're really a Clemson fan. That's what this boils down to,
dude. If I had to park in Charleston and to go to the Clemson game, I still would do it. You know that.
I know you've been doing it since 2016.
Yeah, that's what you said. It's right around the time you started becoming a Niners fan, right when they got good again.
There's proof of that. Back whenever I got a Jerry Rice jersey that I can't fit into.
You get it off eBay?
No, my mom. I read CEO stats like that. Miss CEO stats.
Wrong color. He got it from China. Bergen.
My how dare you goes out to this guy who put out a list of dudes he would not get a beer with.
Whoa.
Yeah. He put C3PO on there. That's garbage.
Dude, any realtor. Wow. Did he get burned or what? Good gracious.
His name is Butt Jones.
Jones, only the finest, dude. Only the finest things that got come across on Twitter. Dudes he wouldn't have a beer with. Roger Goodell, number 1. Neil deGrasse Tyson. I don't know who that is. Mr. Beast. Any realtor. Amy Schumer. That's a chick. Deshaun Watson. Yeah. Harry Sison. I don't know who that is. Sasoyson. Ross from Friends. Absolutely. Like, what a list, dude. You know, I wouldn't have a beer with Dak Prescott.
Well, you'd be having tea.
Yeah.
That's right. You're right.
Pure leaf tea.
That's dipspit. That was dipspit. We've already been over this.
Oh, my gosh, dude. Anyways, anybody you wouldn't have a beer with, guys?
I would have a beer with Mr. Beast is that YouTube guy, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would have a beer with him. I mean, because, dude, he's got billions of dollars. Any realtor, that's pretty strong, dude. Like, I don't know.
This list. I came across this list. Made me laugh. All right, boys.
Who is Neil deGrasse?
I have no idea.
He's a physicist. And he goes on Joe Rogan and all these podcasts. I don't know.
I knew he would know.
I don't know who Harry Sission. I don't know who that is.
Hold on, let's Google this guy, Harry Sission.
Sission.
Hey, that's just a sketchy dude.
You know what we need to do?
Neil deGrasse Tyson was also a wrestler in high school, and he wrestled in his time at Harvard as well for a couple of years.
Oh yeah, we're not. I'm not. This guy's a social media influencer. I think he worked at the White House during the last regime, so we're not going to go into that.
We need to go on tour and play nothing but trivia and just have text. It's like,
dude, I think that would be great. Just
clear
town to town, town to town, just beating people in trivia.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Like, hey, you pay for our bar tab tonight if we beat you in trivia.
We just roll in with our trivia uniforms. All right, was this your other one, J-Bye? Sorry, I'd put this on there.
That is not my other one. My other one, actually, and you guys know nobody is safe. How dare you, anybody, anytime. My how dare you goes out to my daughter. She took my phone and wanted to send stuff to my wife. So she likes to send emojis. She sent 1,000 emojis to my wife. So now anytime I want to use an emoji, you know how it has your favorites? I have to scroll to find the one that I want to use because my favorite is like a unicorn and a piece of poop and whatever the hell else she put on there. How dare you to my daughter?
My daughter's figured out how to make themselves emojis. Yeah. So they made themselves emojis on my phone.
But I guess I have 3 then.
Couldn't tell you.
I guess I have 3 then because this one guy, Disco Baldy, he asked, what did he ask? Let me get it bigger. So
Who's the meanest celeb you ever met?
Who's the meanest celeb you ever met? And the notorious Dre said Emmett Smith. And he said Emmett Smith because when he was 5 years old, Emmett Smith turned down his autograph request because he had to get to the barbershop to get a haircut. And then he posted a picture of what Emmett Smith's haircut.
Hey, no laptop, dude.
Dude,
looked like Edge when he joined the Marines.
Culture.
Never had the flat top. No, don't do that.
Culture, dude.
Dude, Emmett Smith is a scumbag. Wouldn't give this kid an autograph.
Loser.
Wow. America's team. America's team, my ass.
Yep.
Can't even. Okay. The draft. This is the draft.
That story just doesn't make any sense because it's like,
here we go.
I don't know, man. That story doesn't hold weight with me. He turned down his autograph request because he had to make it to the barber shop. Like, what does that even mean? Like, was he?
That's probably what he told him. He's like,
was he
got a chin strap beard too?
Was he calling him on the phone?
No, he probably walked by him like, "Hey, can you sign my autograph?" And Emmett's like, "No, I gotta go get this flat top and fade at the same time." So,
and a chin strap.
No, this story doesn't make any sense. There's got to be more to it. Like
Why is
Michael
Michael Irvin's head floating in the background there?
at his car or something.
He looks like
Is he doing the Michael Jackson lead?
He looks like Al Snow from the WWF Attitude Era with Mr. Head.
Who wants head?
Is that a floating head? That's crazy. All right, so 329 prospects going to the combine this weekend or this week. Thursday, they didn't put specialists on there, which was today, losers. Thursday, you got DL linebackers. Friday, you got DBs and tight ends. Saturday, you got quarterbacks, wide receiver, running backs. And then Sunday is the offensive lineman. This is all the events that they'll be doing: the 40-yard dash, the 10-yard split, 20-yard sprint, 225 rep test, vertical and broad jumps, 20-yard shuttle, 60-yard shuttle, 3-cone drill. These are the tests that they'll be doing. And then you've got defensive and offensive drills. I'm not going to read through all those. Maybe I will, though, because Tex looks like he wants me to read them all.
no.
I'm not reading. I'm not reading all those. So what we did is we took and we power ranked which drills meant the most to us. No, this is mine. Okay. I didn't put our names on this.
we did it. I didn't. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Number 5 for me in the NFL Combine Power Rankings. Intangibles. It's not on the sheet because you can't measure it. I need intangibles at the combine. Number 4, I need to be a locker room guy. How do they get along with all the other guys at the combine? That's what I want to see at the combine. So 2 things you can't measure at the combine. I want to see how they measure up. Then I want to see the wide receivers multiple catch gauntlet drill when they're running through trying to catch footballs through traffic. Give me a guy who can catch the football. I don't want the guy who says, "Oh, if he catches no, you're a receiver. It's not if you catch the football, catch the football." 20-yard shuttle, because that was my favorite to do. I was unbeatable in that. J-Bike can attest. He never beat me in college. And number 1, I want to run the damn football. That's the OL, offensive line, short pull power. Get out, go knock somebody's head off. Those are my top 5 in order. Running the balls back. It's sexy. Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley. Yep. It's back. James Cook.
I can attest. Offensive linemen in college who are pulling are no joke. I was cleared out more than once.
Yep. Face mask
at any level. Any level of college you want to look at, they're going to get you.
That's what I'm looking for at the combine this week. Who's next? I don't know who this is.
What? I think that's mine. That's mine.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm gonna start from the top. Number 1, 40-yard dash. Everybody loves it. Everybody talks about it. This is what changes people's draft trajectory. It's the one.
John Ross.
That's the one.
Dexter Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
The guy for the Chiefs.
The back pedal, and then for and then for number 2, for DBs, the most essential thing to have in your toolbox, being able to backpedal, the weave while keeping your hips parallel with the line of scrimmage, not breaking your hips, and then making a 90-degree break and catch. That's what Cooper DeJean did to pick off Patrick Mahomes. 90-degree break, pick it off, take it to the hizzy.
Love it.
Vertical leap, the best indicator of explosion and power. And then I was torn between the W, also an essential skill for linebackers and defensive backs, being able to change direction, keep your hips straight, not lose your footing. And then there is a 90-degree catch drill for the linebackers that comes out of a back pedal as well, also essential. And then number 5, the wide receiver gauntlet, because that's how you really tell who can catch the ball and who can't.
Love the gauntlet. Bail, attack.
Yep.
I think this was Dylon's.
Yes.
He put the Cybex test, the Wonderlick test.
Wonderlick. Get out
of course, Dylon would put that.
Can you think the game?
Position-specific drills, he just put all of them. which is basically that entire sheet. So kudos to him for that move. Prior injury evaluations and the 225 bench press. That's just because he can't bench 225 anymore.
I was about to ask, do you think Dylan could even get 225 one time?
He used to be able to. He used to be just shredded. Now he's a shell of himself.
Now he's looking like the man from the Tales from the Crypt.
He's so
same body
hurt
type.
He's so hurt from the
Studying
Vikings
Greek
losing.
mythology.
He's playing golfers that look like Vikings players. The guy can't get over it.
And studying Greek mythology.
Yeah, and he's studying Greek mythology with what's his face. Whose is this? Is this yours?
That's mine.
Go ahead.
I did number 1, the L drill, because whatever drill AK said that he could beat me in was an absolutely biggest lie I've ever heard told on this show. And the real drill that we did was the L drill, and I'm undefeated in it.
The pro shuttle, dude, where you stand one cone.
You can't beat me in that. You blew your knee out. Anyways, moving on. Like Tex, I'm a big wide receiver gauntlet drill.
That's the best one.
You're going to find out about what the wide receiver can do running the gauntlet drill.
That's the one where people get hit in the face and have to wear nose tampons. They suck at it.
I'm not a big 40 guy, but I'm a big 10-yard split guy because that shows how explosive the guy is. You get a big, hefty guy with a good 10-yard split, give him to me. The W drill for the DBs was changing directions. And my last one, this was just added this year, hand size. Because after I watched Lamar Jackson try and throw it around in Buffalo in the snow, and he fumbled all the turnovers he had with his tiny little small hands, and our MVP, the MVP of the season.
Big hands.
Big hands. It mattered. It mattered. It mattered.
Love that. I'll do my hand size later this week.
I'm going to run the 40 at some point.
Butch P said, character. Does he play in the SEC? Is it another white dude D-line from Ohio State? 4 with speed, strength, size, and SEC. Will they come on the show? That's a big one. Will they come on the show? I'd love to see it. That is a big one. Edge, do you have anything that you like to see at the Combine?
No, but if Tex said he's going to run the 40, let's go put an over-under on it.
All right, we're gonna.
5. I'm trying to get under 5.
I was going to say 5-2.
5-2 for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was episode 213, and I'm going to put this up real quick for all of our socials. Go to the podcast.
Back, baby. Football's back.
Football is back. Golf is tomorrow. Make your lineups. It's going to be early golf too, which I love.
Yes.
Combine this week. We're going to be back doing some other streams maybe later this week. Who knows? Maybe a little round recap. But we got a little treat for you, ladies and gentlemen, in celebration of the Combine.
I'm going to clear everybody out. I'm going to play this, and this will how the show ends. So, go Bills.
Go Niners.
Go Tigers.
Here it comes.
225 test. Let's go.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Don't touch it.
Okay. 22. 23.
Let's go.
23.